So it begins. The MMA Guru Live, your second past midnight installment of the great MMA Guru Live. I am addicted to going live in the early hours of the morning, even though it completely detriments my sleep cycle and work schedule. I don't care. I'm going insane, so I must go live. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? I'll go. I'll just go then, yeah? See you later, AI. Thanks for just welcoming me so warmly there. What on earth are you live for? I'm just going live in the middle of the night. Fucking casual Guru fans don't even know about my late night live sessions recently. What kind of fans are you? Jesus. Ban these motherfuckers. We love you, Guru. Keep killing yourself for our entertainment. No problem. I'll get slashing. Fuck Robert L. Britton. Okay. Yeah, brother. Yeah, indeed. I have the fucking holy fist in my hand right now. Look at that lighting. I'm abducting the light. Ready to fucking banish you to the shadow realm or the light realm. Lawler wins by decision. Okay. Thank you for the $2. $2 fucking dollars. Blue kicking it off big time. Thank you for the $2, Blue. I appreciate you very much indeed. And no question, the best kind of donation. Like you don't even give a fuck. Just $2. I don't need to ask you a question. And I don't have to work for it either. So thank you, Blue. Thank you very much. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. What? I'm not on cocaine. Guru, why are the members so sensitive? It's like they lack members. I don't know. They aren't. Don't ever speak about them ever like that again. Don't you ever fucking talk about my members. Casual Guru fans. You mean people from the UK that are fucking work in the morning, mate? What are you doing here, you bastards? Do a greatest fighter of all time tier list, Guru, please. I'll be doing some content this week like that. Don't you worry about it, mate. I wanted to make a video earlier, but I wanted to do a video, but like there's nothing going on. But there's nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the $5, Dom Murdoch. I appreciate you. Thanks, Guru. No problemo, young man. Thank you for the $5, Dom Murdoch. Amazing surname as well. Thank you for the $5, dude. And you said thanks. I don't know what that was for, but I guess it's just me existing. I'll take it. Worthy $5. Thank you very much, Dom Murdoch. Dude, I love working evenings. I work 12 to 9. Fucking lovely. There you go. That's nice. Never trim the beard again. I have not trimmed my beard. Did I trim my beard? I didn't trim my beard. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Guru, go to bed. It's 1 a.m. It's actually nearly 2 a.m. Get up to date, bitch. Don't lag behind. We'll leave you. Guys, just wanted to let you know me and Guru will be doing a joint live stream for the Invicta card. In your dreams or nightmares, seeing as it's Invicta. Have you got work today, mate? Yes, I do today. That's correct. I do. But I'm awake and I'm just sitting here. Why not go live instead? You know what I'm saying? Members stream after? No, don't push your luck. I'll switch this off now for that kind of attitude. I already done a members stream today. I did one earlier. Check Gilbert Burns' Twitter again. Oh, it better be something. Absolutely. It better be a fight announcement. That's honestly the level that I like to go to Twitter for nowadays. Nate's beat you. I'll bury. He didn't beat him, though, Gilbert. You stupid little bitch. You stupid cunt. Oh, no, here we go. Truth of the matter is, I am helping you. If you don't fight me, you'll get skipped again. True. They are going to take you out the rankings again. Sitting out won't help, and Gamebred Fighter isn't going to fight you because he's still sleeping. Branmy cunt. It's not Branmy, it's Brammy. But it is said like that, but I don't know why I'm saying like that. Whatever. Makes sense. He is helping him. He'll get skipped again if he doesn't take the fight. Dude, make that fight, actually. I've changed my mind. Luque versus Masvidal. Almost hit the bastard with a 300 win mag. Okay. Go sit on an egg. I already am, young sir. I mean, what? Did you used to watch the A-Team? I did watch the A-Team when I was younger. That's why I like the surname Murdoch. Gilbert is a Rakic tier worm. No, I don't mind this. Just fight each other, you know what I'm saying? That's what I don't mind. Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards, fight night main event later this year. I'm going to get furious. I need more top contender fights. Every champion, I feel like, is out activitying their fucking contenders. How does that make any sense in the world? How does that make any sense? It's pissing me off. A division where a champion out activities his contenders, his hungry contenders. It's pissing me off. I need main events of top 3, top 5 fighters every fucking month. How would Kevin Lee versus Tsarukian go? I think Tsarukian would beat him. 29-28. Kevin Lee would win the first round. Tsarukian would win the second round towards the end. Then Tsarukian would win the third round all the way through. I believe. A bit more of a higher work rate than Kevin Lee. But maybe in a 3-rounder, Kevin Lee could take it. No, Tsarukian would get... No. Dude, I actually really think Kevin Lee's really good. Why do I rate him so highly? He is good. He choked out Chiesa in the first round. He dominated Edson Barboza pretty much, other than one wheel kick. He stood with Barboza. He KO'd Gregor Gillespie. I think he can win against these guys. It's just, will he be the same after his comeback? Which I guess is why he wants a nice little Mike Perry fight to butter him up. Guru streams like 25, 30 hours a week now. You're damn right. Ciryl Gane versus Chris Barnett. Fuck you. I need to stop clicking. Top 5 threats to Guru's waistline. Chocolate. Whatever your mum's feeding me in a nightgown. Thank you. Top 5 threats to Alex Volkonovsky right now. Oh, shut up. What the fuck are you talking, Bill? What the fuck are you talking, Bill? You know the list, you cunt. Holloway's the biggest threat. Josh Emmett second. Ortega's third. Fourth is Yair Rodriguez. Fourth is the Korean Zombie. I don't know. Let's just end there. Guru, can you slow down? I was watching the members stream. Okay. Kevin Lee doesn't have the IQ. He does, but he just doesn't have the cardio to change things once it starts going wrong. He doesn't have that mental fortitude. He's a bit of a pussy. But he got a massive tattoo on the back of his head, so maybe that'll change his dedication. Guru, has it occurred to you that Chimaev, Yan versus Sterling, Blachowicz versus Teixeira, Gaethje versus Chandler, and Covington versus Usman 2 all happens within 1 week? And that's not it. Luke Rockhold versus Sean Strickland is on those cards. I assume Rose Namajunas, Carla Esparza 2 is going to be on those cards. We've got a jolly old time coming. Is Narnia inside that cabinet next to you? Yes, it is. I've killed Mr. Tumnus. And I made the fucking Beavers watch. I forgot what was in the film, but it was the Beavers, wasn't it? Don't do that. Can't get enough, Guru. Okay. You remember, I like you. I hate the rest of these fucking commoners thinking they can speak to me without membership. I'm joking. I swear Volk beats most lightweights. He's got a chance, but I don't think he does. I think the power is going to be a problem for old Volko. You know what I'm saying? I sense a chinniness in the air. It's just an ambiance in a Volkanovski fight. There is a chance that he could be chinned. But I think he's amazing. And I think he's got the best fight IQ in the game to figure out Holloway twice. Legendary. Why am I clicking so much? I'll stop. Jordan Peterson impression? Oh, you know. Daughters. Husbands. Fathers. I don't know how to speak like Jordan Peterson. But he kind of sounds like that. That was that. That was fine. Kind of sounds like that, you know. Masvidal versus Diaz 2. I'm calling it. I spat everywhere doing that impression. No, not Masvidal Diaz 2. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. It really frustrates me. Holloway is a lightweight, though. Okay. He is not. But he is massive. But he doesn't have the power of that at all. In fact, Holloway literally has flyweight power, and that's not an over-exaggeration. When you think about some of the bantamweights, I reckon Holloway genuinely might have flyweight power. But the cardio is also the payoff for that, which is good for him, and the combinations. Guru, how many seagulls could you take on at once? They're fucking huge, by the way. I just tame them with a mating call. I can't do that right now at this time, sorry. And then they would all submit to me. And I'd use Battle Cry, Call of the Wild, with my Nordic passive ability, and they'd all turn and fight for me in my time of need. Does Covington beat any top middleweights? No. He could, maybe, but I don't think he's big enough. I think it's a big jump in those top divisions. You know what I mean? It actually makes it a little bit weird how GSP won, but it was Bisping. Of course, the worst champion maybe of all time outside of Matt Serra. But, you know, go Super Saiyan. I don't know what that means, and you're a disgrace for not knowing how to say it. It's Saiyan. I don't even watch that fucking dumb show. Goku. What's the name of the show? Dragon Ball Z. I watch that shit. But even I know that, you dumb fuck. Branson versus Usman. Who wins? I don't mind the middleweight's chances against Usman. I think I'd go with Usman's recent improvements. I would side with Usman because Branson is older by far and is getting slower. I think I would trust Usman maybe, but I don't know. They're big. I think that is a problem in a lot of fights. Just being able to walk down an opponent that's used to walking down everyone else gives you a huge advantage. How did Matt Serra win? He landed a punch behind George St. Pierre's ear and rocked him badly and then took about fucking a minute long of TKO shot worthy punches to finish him. And the referee just kept it going. But, you know, for shit happens when you're a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? Or when you do some standing up. I like to stick a cheese fry on the back of that beanie and watch the seagulls maul him. I will never in my life die to a bird. If I die to a bird, just fucking bury me where you see me and don't even tell anyone about it. I beg of you. I don't want to die in some fucking pathetic way, you know? Like getting fucking run over by a Vespa. Imagine. Just fucking finish me off. Don't even I don't want to go to the hospital and tell them. You know what I mean? Just fucking reverse it back over me. I'm done. Usman versus Till 185. Okay. Eventually, yes. I don't mind Till's chances there. I reckon he could actually beat. You know what? I'll go with Till there pretty confidently, actually. I think that's a great matchup for him at 185. At 170, I reckon Usman might be able to get him. But I think at 185, Till would get him. I think 185 Till's a bit better. And he's way younger when you think about it. I'd go with 185-pound Till. That's actually a good matchup, I think. No? Oh, you would. Over Usman at 185 pounds? Till sucks, bro. Come to reality. He does. But he can't beat the top middleweights. He can't beat Israel Adesanya. I don't think he'd be able to beat Marvin Vettori, but I think Usman's small enough for him to beat him. I do believe. I think that's a great matchup for Till. I would go with him there. By decision. Usman easily, please. I don't know. He's got sick takedown defense. He's strong in the clinch. I don't think Usman would win that one. That's a good matchup for Till. I'm not wrong on that either. Just like Vettori's a good matchup to beat Usman as well. The middleweights aren't good, but they're big. Like Vettori's like 210 pounds out there. Till versus Adesanya would be the most boring fight ever. I know Adesanya would just leg kick him for 5 rounds. It would be easy. Guru, your reasoning for picking Lawler, he literally just showed for his last couple of fights just for money. I know. I don't want to pick Nick Diaz and watch him just shell up like a cunt just for show money, though. I feel like there's a solid chance that Nick Diaz comes back and just embarrasses himself because he's been out for so long. I was watching him show Nate Diaz some techniques backstage before the Leon Edwards fights. The way he's running next to him, have you seen that video? What fucking technique is he doing? As he's like running around the room next to Nate Diaz. Have you seen that clip? Fucking weird as fuck. I don't want to see him trying to pull all that off against Robbie Lawler. He'll go down immediately. That's the weirdest clip I've ever seen in my life. Running next to him like this. Robbie Lawler has negative testosterone. Potentially, yes. Whittaker would destroy Usman. Okay. Guru, the one you pick leaves the community forever. But the other is here every day. Who do you pick, Ilya Popovich or Granny Gumjobs? They're the same person. What if Nick Diaz starts twerking at Robbie Lawler like Nate did? That'd be so gangster of him. West Side, you hear me? What do you think about Garbrandt's boxing? That's actually kind of good. He's got fast hands, but he's got shit boxing. But, you know. Exactly. Good, did you have an unplanned baby and need dollars? Go sleep, you vampire. No. You do not command me. I am the watcher of the night. Someone's got to watch over us in the night, and it's me. I can only see my monitor, but, like, that's covered. And just so you guys know, sleep safe. I gotcha. You know what I mean? Anything happens on my monitor in my room, you guys are safe. I love the Guru, and that's saying something since I'm anti-Semitic. I am not Jewish. That's enough. Okay? Guru's wearing a grey shirt to match his grey beanie. Brendan Schaub influencing Guru. Yeah, this is a Brendan Schaub outfit. Grey. Yeah, that he owns that. Yeah, I'm just copying him. The Diaz bros move like they've been animated. It's like they're not real people. Their movement patterns are not the same as most of us. Yeah. It's true. I know what you mean. Maybe it's just because their level of fame, but yeah, they're very cartoonish, I guess. I don't know. I think it's level of fame, because I feel the same way about Conor McGregor sometimes, and even like Khabib and the Dagestanis. You just like they seem out of place just on a camera in a location like normal. Let's do a sleep stream tonight. Okay. Guru, do a Leon impression. I don't want to do a Leon impression all night. Calm down, please. Leon versus Burns, who wins? Gilbert Burns, you win the fight. You go to win fight. Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns will win that fight. I watched the Leon Edwards-Nate Diaz fight again. He's good, yeah, but like for very few moments of every round. I think if someone can actually push him to do, he doesn't have much power, and I think that would allow someone to pressure him and like go volume on him, like Burns did to Woodley, and just make him exchange. And I think he'd really badly lose energy. He does things so perfectly, but he does it so few times. And I think if someone like Nate Diaz doesn't just fucking run away from him and fucking point his ass in his direction and bend over in front of him like a gangster, then they could beat him if they pressure him. I think Burns could get him. It'd be interesting. Lewis quit. Lewis, it's not nice to say quit, but he did, you know? He kind of did. I think he just used the eye thing as like, it was my eye. But they're punches. Like, I don't know. I think he just was really badly hurt and just realized he couldn't win. Let's just put it in that way. Okay? He didn't quit. He just realized he couldn't win. And strategically tucked his head into his hands and presented his anus to Ciryl Gane as he literally fucking bent over and squatted facing the cage in the middle of a firefight. But he didn't quit. That was just a different way of losing a fight. You know? They revealed the face of one of the men that assaulted Adesanya's teammate. Go check it out. No. I don't know. I don't want to waste time. I can imagine it's a person. Is it a person? I think it would be. Fan fiction guru? Not fan fiction. That's what happened. That is what happened. He literally turned around, just went like that against the cage. Just covered his hands like a scary movie was going on. Guru, what do you do for work? This. So long as the super chats run free. Who beats Gane next? No one. No one beats him. No one has it in them to take down such a foe. He will reign supreme over the heavyweight division years from now, until one man does what it takes. Olenek on a resurgence comes back and beats him with a scarf hold. And an Ezekiel choke, sorry. Ezekiel choke. What about wage, slave, day job? I don't know. I do deliveries, you know what I'm saying? Guru Zubaira announced on his IG a week ago that he's officially fighting on the Yan versus Glover card. Who do you reckon is the opponent? Who was it? Zubaira? Andre Fili, who didn't get his win bonus, but didn't take any damage not too long ago against Daniel Pineda due to a no contest after whooping Pineda in the first round. Andre Fili versus Zubaira Tukhugov. Done. That's what it is. Ciryl is dirty back of the headshots. They were to the neck. Guru, can you say I went 5 rounds with the champ? I went 5 rounds with the champ. 5 competitive rounds with the middleweight goats. What did you do? What have you done with your life? Who are you to tell me I went 5 rounds with the champ and he was a better man on the night? But I held my own. Made it competitive. Guru is always naked from the waist down during these streams. I'm actually naked from like dead on, like my finger right now is touching bare chest. I've only got like a gimmick of like shoulder sleeves. There's actually nothing below what you can see. Guru, someone knocked on my door last night and said Guru banned people. His name was Connor Williams. Okay. Still should smoke cigarettes to deepen his voice. Okay. You mean Till, I assume. Could Tom Aspinall beat Gane? He could, but he shall not. But we'll see. He's going to be the guy where it's like, oh, this is the big one. Like maybe the Habib Gaethje kind of, well, this if anyone's gonna. But then it goes bad. I don't know. He could. He's really good. Thank you for the $5 Australian, all the smoke. Gane can't be doing that turn your back and rushing against Frankie. Yeah, but it works, though. I know it's bad, but he doesn't do it often. He did it once against Derek Lewis. And it does make you awkward to hit compared to just standing there. But I do agree. He has to sort of change himself to get used to, like, just shooting for over-unders in the clinch, maybe, almost. Because Ngannou leads with his head so much in between swings. I think if whenever he throws, you just sort of dip and shove into him, you could like get an excuse for a free head clash there and clinch up with him. But yeah, thank you for the $5 Australian, all the smoke. Thank you. He can't be doing that turn your back stuff too much, but it does work on occasion. It could work for him now and then because it does really make you kind of difficult to hit, but you can't do what JDS did, which is rush in and then just stay there with your back turned. I don't mind if he's got to do it to fucking immediately get away from a shit situation, but yeah, he needs to be careful. But then again, he's going to have to be against Ngannou. I just think he needs to survive 2 rounds, and if Stipe can almost do it with his footwork and his size and his athleticism and his range, I think Gane can. And I think if he can get out the first 2 rounds, he can start jabbing up Ngannou and front kicking him a bit more. I think he would get it done. Thank you for the $5 Australian, all the smoke, though. Also, you assume that Ngannou has the size advantage against smaller opponents, but the same goes for Gane. But Gane's not that big. He's frame-wise quite big, but Gane doesn't really have a size advantage in terms of weight. He's big, but he's 247 pounds, I think. Something like that. So he doesn't really actually have a size advantage. He's just proportioned well for a heavyweight, I guess. Good, do you think really early fights influence GOAT status? Like how GSP only won a split over James Holmes when he was 2-0? No. I don't think so. I'll take it over someone fighting nothing but cans and even having decisions there, here and there, you know what I mean? Guru, if you're struggling to sleep, remember the Batmobile equipped with advanced autonomous driving assistance. No, I shall not imagine a Batmobile. I don't know how that would help me sleep. If Usman didn't fake a nut shot in round 2 and get a 3-minute break, he would have not... It wasn't 3 minutes. It was 2. He would not have had as good of a round 3, thus not having momentum to stop Colby in the 5th. So Colby would win by decision. Okay, but even then, I think Colby hasn't improved enough, and Usman has by far, and there's proof of Usman doing it as well. Usman's stand-up's gotten so much better, and I think that's where he sort of was there to be exposed in against Covington. I don't think Covington's going to be able to grapple with him. I'm sorry, I'm going with Usman. Way more active as well. Covington hasn't fought in ages. I don't think he's going to be able to go out there and beat Usman. Sorry. But, you know, it is a good thing that he has. And there is some reasons that you can say he lost the first fight, but I think Usman would still get him. We'll see. Thank you for the $5 Australian, Dylan Geimer. I appreciate your $5 Australian, good sir. Thank you. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Those fucking dingo bucks. Imavov versus Edmund prediction. I'm going to go with Nasruddin Imavov by 3rd round TKO. I would say. 3rd round TKO. Nasruddin Imavov on Edmund Shabazian. I haven't seen the cardio required to be an MMA fighter from Edmund Shabazian, and Imavov goes to the body very well with kicks and punches and good knees against the cage to the body as well, and he's massive for a middleweight. I'd go with Nasruddin Imavov. Thank you for the $5 Australian, Dylan Geimer. I appreciate you, good sir. Hopefully that helps you out. I'm going with Imavov. And Heinich is really good, so that's a good win to have. Phil Hawes actually looks pretty good, even though he cheated against Imavov by grabbing a cage like 10 fucking times and barely survived the 3rd because he got rocked badly. It could have been a draw, but he didn't do enough damage, so it could have been a 10-9. I don't mind. Yeah, Phil Hawes looks pretty good to not get finished at least and to actually win rounds. Guru, who is a harder matchup for Gane? Jones, Stipe, or Francis? A harder matchup for Gane. Francis. Francis is the most difficult matchup out of all of those for Gane, by far. Just because of the danger of the one punch. Jones ain't going to catch him with a big punch, and neither Stipe, in my opinion. I think Gane would just pick apart Jones and Stipe and finish them both in the later rounds. Because they would take the risks that Rosenstruik wouldn't in the later rounds before you say, but you're saying he can go 5 rounds, but Rosenstruik. You're saying Rosenstruik can go 5 rounds, but not Stipe. I just think Stipe and Jones would actually go for him if they were losing and behind. Whereas Rosenstruik just fucking accepted defeat. Till versus Cannonier prediction. We'll see how he looks against Gastelum. Cannonier this is. But I think I'd go Cannonier. Till sometimes accepts too many leg kicks, and Cannonier's got some nasty leg kicks. I just think the power would play into Till's mind too much, and he'd shit his pants out there and probably get caught. 2nd round, something like that. So I'd go Cannonier over Till. But we'll see how he looks against Gastelum, because Cannonier is a fucking senior fucking citizen. Like, he's actually vulnerable to COVID. It's not a joke. That's how fucking pathetic he is. 37 years of age. Born in March as well, so if he fought Till, it'd probably be after March. 38 you're looking at. But, you know, he started very late in his career, so he hasn't got many miles on him. About the heavyweight limit, shut up. Till a better striker. Yeah, but, like, power. You know? Until worrying about power and not throwing a single strike against Woodley and accepting leg kicks sometimes too much and that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hope you know what I'm saying. Till did better than Cannonier against Whitaker. Yeah, but you can do better if you don't throw anything and just stand out of range while losing. I'm going to shape my face into a more acceptable stance right now. You can look like you do better when you don't actually go after someone and try and actually get them once they establish a lead in certain rounds, because in rounds 3, 4, and 5, it was obvious Till had not done enough and Whitaker had done enough. Till dropped Whitaker in round 1 and didn't really go for a win after that, in my opinion. I think he just tried to keep up. It wasn't the best. Or catch Till. Or catch Whitaker or something. But Jared Cannonier broke his arm in the 1st round of that fight. Or the 2nd round of that fight with Whitaker, sorry. The start of the 2nd round. And still had a good 3rd. He was fighting to not lose instead of to win. No, he was doing stuff. But it's just... Cannonier knew Till knew he was down in rounds in round 5. So he tried to pick his shots and like make it close to maybe get it. Cannonier knew he was down in 2 close rounds, potentially in round 3 after getting dropped, and he fucking went after Whitaker and almost got him out of there himself. Would you rather, as a fighter, have a James Vick chin or a Cody Garbrandt's fight IQ? I'd rather not count to 300. That'd be crazy. Imagine counting to 300. That'd be crazy, innit? That'd be so weird. Like, why would that ever come about anyway? 300 is such a weird number. It's crazy. I can't let you get close. Thank you for the $5. As I fucking nuke that cunt in my chat, then you give me the $5. I'm being paid for my fucking ruthless tyranny. I like it. I'm getting a rush out of this. Thank you for the $5. Brooke Jabrizus. Thank you. Sean O'Malley at 145 in the future. His speed could be a problem against the strikers at 145. True. And there aren't many grapplers at 145 per se. A lot of it is a striking division. He has a lot of range as well. Not many people chop at the legs other than Barboza. And I guess Chiesa would go to the legs as well. Volkonovsky, the champ. It's an approachable division for Sean O'Malley, but let's just see first. You know what I mean? Let me see if he can deal with an Asansao at 135. And then we'll talk about top 15 145ers, because it's a big size difference. And O'Malley has a reach advantage over nearly everyone at bantamweight and a range advantage over everyone at bantamweight. And if that got taken away from him, I wonder if he'd still be as good. We'd have to see. Thank you for the $5, though. Brooke Jabrizus. Thank you very much for the donation, dude. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. That's facts, though. Yeah, he could do good. Listen, O'Malley beats Garbrandt, in my opinion. I think he can. I think he would beat Garbrandt. I think he'd, like... Garbrandt is... At this point in Garbrandt's career, after the Font fight, which I watched again recently, he took a lot of fucking damage. You know what I'm saying? There's chances there. Guru, do you reckon there's drug deals being made outside your house now, like on your block? You know. What time? Yeah. Yeah. Not on my road. But I know a road. I know a road that there would definitely be. Not my one, per se. But, you know. Prime Paul Daly versus Leon Edwards. I'll go with Prime Paul Daly, I guess. Guru, have you seen the guy from Liverpool that looks like Darren Till and he was stealing vodka? Can you do an impression of him? I can't, because it's fucking 2 a.m. But Cody did the dancing thing in one fight, so he's the best. Yeah, dude, he breakdanced that one time. Yeah. That makes him now better than everyone. Good point. No, I think O'Malley would beat Garbrandt. I'd pick him. And he'd be a slight underdog as well, and I'd take it. Guru, is the next bantamweight fight to make Frankie Edgar versus Dominic Cruz? Yes, and then the winner of that gets huge name value to take on a top contender and build their own name. Like Sandhagen Cruz in October, and then we could get, like, if Cruz... Edgar Cruz in October. I've ruined it. Edgar Cruz in October. Then Sandhagen comes back early next year against Cruz. Dominic Cruz versus Corey Sandhagen. And that's if you don't like the matchup of him taking on the loser of Jan versus Sterling. Because Sterling might lose and retire, you don't know. Jan might lose and, I don't know, he'll probably continue. But either way, man. Would you have liked it if Gane did the Lewis celebration after he TKO'd him? That'd be ruthless. In Houston as well. That would be funny. I wouldn't mind that. His comeback to Lewis, though, earlier today, it's okay. He's okay, sorry. He said he is okay, which is incorrect, and that should have been addressed. But he said he is okay. He's okay. But, you know, it was a good comeback. Could Chris Dalkaus best Gane? Dalkaus is literally a middleweight in the heavyweight division, and he's an OP. I know, he is an op. I reckon so. No, he couldn't actually. Not at all. No, he'd get oblique kicked and jabbed. I think he's a little bit too small for Gane. He doesn't have the best reach either, so I wouldn't go with Dalkaus. Dalkaus is good. I just don't think he's championship size and range, and I think he'd just get clipped at an unfair range for himself to be able to go to. He's like 6'1", 6'2". He's not a big guy. You know what I mean? And he's not that strong either, so I could see a double leg rugby tackle happening if it needs to. But he's good, Dalkaus. So I reckon he'll get to like a title elimination position. I'll be keeping receipts when Francis beats Gane. Be ready. Okay. Why do we act like Gane is really going to win against Francis? Shit's ridiculous. He's going to knock everyone out moving forward. Gane won't do anything different. No way. Dude, and Ngannou's going to be 36 soon. If Gane makes it to round 3, he's so much better than Stipe, man. Watch. I'm sorry. Please listen. Please listen to me. Watch Stipe fight someone and then just watch Ciryl Gane fight someone. They both have to do the same game plan against Ngannou, which is to stay out of the way for at least the first 2 rounds. Gane is going to do that so much better than Stipe by far. By far, he's going to do that better than Stipe. Gane does everything straight shot-wise better than Stipe Miocic. And he's going to get way better. Dude, he started in 2018. Everyone's talking about, dude, Ngannou's improved. And Ngannou's been around since 2011, dude. 2011. That's a decade now in the game, I believe. Or 2013. 2013, he's been around. He's 34, sorry. He's 34, my bad. He's still old. Still an old guy. Guru, have you ever eaten stewed macaronis? And man, it's so good. Thank you for adding that into the mix. Yeah. I don't know if I have. I don't know. I probably have. Macaronis. I don't know. I don't know the name, so probably not. Edgar versus Cruz pick. I think Cruz would win a 29-28 unanimous decision. Same here. A close one, though. I think Edgar definitely would get around. I get your Stipe argument, but don't you think Ngannou respected Stipe's striking more because of the takedown threat? But Gane can go for that as well. Gane can over-under in the clinch and push Ngannou in a clinch a little bit. Overeem could push Ngannou around in the clinch for a bit. And that was a bigger version of Ngannou than the one now. Ngannou's improved his technique, but Gane can mix in a bit of a takedown threat and a clinch threat as well against a cage. He did that to Derek Lewis, and Lewis had 20 pounds on him nearly. I don't know. I just think Ngannou's going to intentionally try and KO. I think against Stipe, Ngannou was very patient. I think he's not even going to risk being patient against Gane. I think he's just going to go for him a little bit too much, and he'll start slowing down, and Gane will just teep him to the stomach, oblique kick him to the leg, jab him as he comes in and circle out, take the center of the octagon, front kick him again, move backwards, leg kick, teep, jab, move around. I just can see it happening. I can't pick Ngannou. And I picked Ngannou a lot other than the last Stipe fight. I think I've got him. Guru, who's faster, Gane, Aspinall, or Dalkaus? Dalkaus has the fastest hands. Gane's got the best footwork and movement speed in general, I would say. Aspinall's a bit more of a mediator between the two of them. You know? He's got better footwork than... Actually, no, I'd say Aspinall's got fast hands as well. Look at the... if you look at the Arlovsky fight again, look at the moment where Aspinall rocks Arlovsky. He lets loose about 20 punches in about... I don't know how quick it was. It felt like 8 seconds. Thoughts on Belal Muhammad versus Kevin Lee. Lee called him out for August 28th, and Belal said that's too soon. He can go at 266, though. Thoughts? Oh, that's really good, but I really want something on that card for Chiesa versus Barboza. As much as I would like that at 266, how much would that help out 266? Would that stop Cynthia Calvillo and Andrade being on the main card? It would. It would stop Andrade versus Calvillo being on the main card. And it'd be Kevin Lee versus Belal Muhammad instead. That would be good. Just to get that fucking abomination off the main card. No, I want it on Barboza versus Chiesa. And if they are going to do that, if they are going to do Kevin Lee versus Belal Muhammad on the main card of UFC 266, then they've got to take a fight from 266 and put it as the co-main event of the fight night coming up. Like Moraes versus Dvalishvili as the co-main event of the fight night. That's what they should do. That's what I would do. If Belal really did say that he's interested at 266, that's what I would do. Put it on the main card and take away Moraes Dvalishvili and put it as the co-main of the fight night card. Done. Kevin Lee would molest Remember the Plane. Okay. Would Sandhagen's striking distance and stance switching give Yan trouble? Yes, I think it would. I think it would. But watching the Dillashaw fight, I think there's actually ways to sort of corner Sandhagen a little bit much. And I don't think he keeps the best of pace. And his power's nothing crazy. He does have some pop in his shots, but he's not. We've seen Dillashaw dropped a lot in his career, you know? So I don't know. I feel like Jan would be able to beat Sandhagen. First round would be tricky for him. He'd have to sort of maybe like risk weathering a bit of a storm or a couple of crazy techniques. But I think he could eventually make the adjustments and beat Sandhagen. Sandhagen gives up the clinch so much. I can see Jan even out grappling him at moments. If Dillashaw had 2 legs, he probably takes the back a lot against Sandhagen. I think Jan would be able to... Oh my God. That cross sweep in wrestling, you know when Jan grabs the back of him and sort of brings them over the top of himself while switching his legs around behind him? I can see that happening against Sandhagen as well. I think Jan would win. But it'd be close. I'd say 3-2, but clear. 4-1 maybe. Early bet on Guida. Madsen is going to gas in the third and get submitted. Maybe, yeah. Honestly, that's not a bad bet. I might go Guida. How big of an underdog is he? You better not be disrespected because I will take that shit. There haven't been many underdogs recently. And Luque shouldn't have been an underdog. I knew that from the start, so that doesn't even count. I don't even accept that as an underdog pick. I'm gonna shit in your mouth, and you're gonna like it. I shit in my mouth, and I like it. Clay Guida, not a big underdog, to be fair. Plus 165. No, plus 145. Plus 145. That's not even worth it, man. Thank you for the $2, Sam Cardenas. BL AC, people. Thank you for the $2, Sam Cardenas. Thank you for the $2, dude. I appreciate you so much indeed. Guru Leon Edwards impression, please. Yeah, I bought it for you. You don't want to fight for the title? Look at Ngannou's highlights. Gane doesn't stand a chance. Stop it. Because JDS just ran into Ngannou and overswung overhands, dude. Gane is not going to do that, man. He's just going to jab and flick and move. And I really think he beats Ngannou so easily. With some risky moments, but I don't see it happening, man. He's got the same reach as Ngannou. Ngannou's had a 3 inches or more reach advantage over every other opponent he's fought. And Gane's getting better. I'm going to pick Gane. And Gane's training with Ngannou's old coach. And I think there's a lot of emotions going in this for Ngannou as well. Because of the interim belt being made in the first place, him not getting along with Dana White, a lot of people giving him heat as well. People supporting him. There's a lot of emotion going into this. Gane being with Ngannou's old coach that brought him out of homelessness. You know what I mean? And talking about how Gane's going to be the champ and beat him. I can just see Gane getting it and just being that. He's going to be the Stipe, where everyone says, you know, we're waiting for that star to come along at heavyweight, but Gane just keeps winning. One of those kind of things. He'll be a Klitschko for like a few years. Thank you for the $5, Pedro F. I appreciate your $5. Good sir. That's fucking $5, man. I'm liking this. Thank you. That gives me a boost every now and again. I like that. That's a good feeling. Guru, awesome card last Saturday. How'd you do on your predictions? I went 11-2. Do you watch Jesse on Fire's channel? I do sometimes if a video pops up, but I don't religiously watch it. But I'll watch it if like a thumbnail intrigues me, and it will be his video, and I'll be like, oh, Jesse on Fire's video. Thank you for the $5, Pedro F. So I have watched videos of his before, yes. I did 11-2 last card, I believe, which is pretty good, you know. Not too bad, Pedro, I don't think. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. I went 11-2. I need to do better, though. I need to get to 70% prediction ratio. I'm sick of 62%. That's shit. Thank you for the $5. Pedro F. You legend. Thank you very much, good sir. This feels just like Fury Wilder. Gane will be too defensive. And even against Lewis in the pocket, his arms are up, blocking shots. They're not hitting him clean. I just think he's too defensively aware, man. And he's beating Derek Lewis easier than he beat Dontel Mays. Like, he's so improved as he improves in competition levels. He beat, like, Volkov the way he beat Bosa, but a little bit more impressively with Bosa, I guess. But still, that wasn't for 5 rounds. It's just... He's just keeping such a consistent lead over opponents as he goes up a division. Thank you for $5 again. Another fucking jolt up my spine. Thank you. Right in my orbital bone. Thank you for the $5, McShreddy. I appreciate your $5, good sir. 5 for a boost. Oh, thank you for the $5, McShreddy. I appreciate you, dude. You haven't given me much content of a donation to talk about, but I'll take the 5 for the boost anytime. Thank you very much for the $5. Now let's get back into more great questioning. Please, I can't let you get close impression. Shut up. I'm done with that, you child. Lewis deactivated his Instagram. Oh, dear. No, he didn't. Don't lie to me. Don't make me feel sad about Derek Lewis. Oh, dear. He has deactivated his Instagram. Not the best. Thank you for the $5, Neon Rose. I appreciate you so much, Neon Rose. Thank you for the $5. Keep it up. Who you got on Diaz versus Lawler? I got Lawler. I think he'll show up to win and get one good retirement fight, get his money, and just go. I think he'll show up looking to win. I think Nick Diaz has been out for too long, and he hasn't been out training. At least Robbie Lawler, even though he's fading throughout this time in his career, they're the same age from the same era, and Robbie Lawler has been fighting throughout this time and in the gym and coaching and training like a... I think Nick Diaz has gone off-road a little bit too much. Thank you for the $2. Samir Huck as well. Bilal versus Lee prediction. What's next for Muslim Salikov? I wouldn't mind Ponzinibbio versus Salikov. Winner gets a shot against a top 10 opponent. Capiche? Thank you for the $2, Samir Huck. That'd be a great matchup. Or Mikhail Pereira versus Muslim Salikov would be nice. Or there's also a matchup that can be made. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Muslim Salikov. But I doubt that. Salikov's beaten too many guys. Maybe a jump up against Ponzinibbio. If Ponzinibbio wants to stay active and get a favorable matchup against Salikov, that's what he should do. Thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $5, Neon Rose as well. Thank you for the $5, Tiny Dancer and Crazy HD Vids, both of you. God. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. Thank you for the $5, Tiny Dancer. Fan dual line is -102 Gane versus -112 Ngannou. Bet on Gane now or wait for the non-guru fans to make a Gane a temporary dog. I reckon people will bet on Ngannou as an underdog. 100%, dude. If they were going to bet on Ngannou as a favorite against Stipe and make it a little bit wider, they're going to bet on him as an underdog here, in my opinion. Thank you for the $5, Tiny Dancer. And he's the star. Look at McGregor, Poirier odds. You know what I mean? Like, the star, like, they sway those odds real good. When the star is the underdog, they always get bets. Even the Zhang Weili versus Nami Yunus odds line closed as well. Thank you for the $5. Tiny Dancer. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $5 Crazy HD Vids as well. Gane had the perfect matchups to prepare him for Ngannou too. Rosenstruik and Lewis are similar, true. Especially Rosenstruik, technical and one-punch power. Very, very true. Not quite the size, though. But Derek Lewis brought the size factor in. Thank you for the $5 Crazy HD Vids. I appreciate your $5 very much indeed. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate you. Yeah, good matchups to lead up to it. And also good experience. He's trained with Ngannou before. If anyone's going to fear the power of Ngannou least, it's going to be Gane because he's been taking it in a gym for like 5 straight years. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the $5 Crazy HD Vids. I appreciate you very much indeed. But yeah, good matchups. And also an interim belt on the line in Houston where the whole crowd's booing him. Good pressure to handle. Get through that experience. It's not going to be his first time fighting for a belt now as a younger guy. You could say he was inexperienced before, but now he's fought for a belt. Same amount of belts as Ngannou's fought for? No. Same amount of belts that Ngannou's won? That works. Thank you for the $5, Crazy HD Vids. I appreciate you. And thank you for the $5, Neon Rose again. Appreciate your pick. I got Diaz. Okay, thank you for the $5. I don't mind picking Diaz. Robbie Lawler's looked terrible recently. But I just don't know what Nick Diaz is coming back for at this point in his life. But thank you for the $5, Neon Rose. I appreciate your $5. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Diaz is just sort of in his life right now thinking to himself, man, fuck, Nate's getting a lot of attention. I used to be the big brother, you know? I was the big guy, and Nate was the baby brother that didn't do as good. And now Nate's fucking getting all of the praise. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick just sort of misses the limelight a little bit, even though he's a bit of an introvert. You do want that crowd roar. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the $5, Neon Rose. I appreciate your $5, even though we humbly disagree on our predictions. You didn't answer my Lee versus Bilal prediction on the dono. I'm going to go with... I'll go with Bilal Muhammad. I think he's a little bit of a step too much. I'll go 29-28 Bilal Muhammad. Lee will win early, but Muhammad will win later on. I don't know, though. It's a tough matchup. I'll go Bilal. Kevin Lee coming back after so long against Bilal Muhammad, who's been active recently. I'll definitely go Bilal Muhammad there. Thank you very much. You banned me for nothing. You're banned again. You spam 3 paragraphs, and there you go. You're gone. It's going to donate £50. I don't want it from this dirty, filthy, spamming piece of scum like you. See you later, bitch. Guru, what do you think Rob needs to do in order to beat Izzy? Fire Stomp didn't work the first fight. Maybe be better at it. That could be something. No, but what I would do for Whittaker if I was Whittaker, I'd throw shots, but then I would sort of dip under into body locks and try and get sweep takedowns against Izzy with just momentum off of movement. You know what I mean? So when he was colliding with Izzy before, he'd sort of stay in the pocket and wing another left hook, or he'd throw a right overhand to get in close, and he'd whip out the other side and throw a head kick up there. He had a lot of movements like that. I think what he needs to do is throw the overhand, dip under, get the body lock, and just sort of push with momentum, and then do some sweeps from the body lock position to get side control, half guard. He should go for grappling. He didn't shoot once in the first fight, I don't think. And if he did, it might have been like a fake shot that was just meant to like mix it in a little bit. But I think if he really shoots and gets Izzy down in the first at least once, it's going to change the way the fight is. Izzy's going to be a little bit more withheld, a little bit more composed, and it'll give Whittaker some more options. And don't lunge with every fucking punch as well. Jab the body a little bit. Jab the face maybe a little bit as well. Throw some front kicks. I don't know. Just don't lunge with every punch, I guess. Some wrestling, indeed. Oh, yeah, odds on Israel Adesanya making Whittaker fight in January because Izzy has no wife and kids and Whittaker's got a whole massive family. I guarantee you there's going to be a problem where Whittaker doesn't want to fight in January and Izzy's persisting that it be in January. I can already hear it. Bilal is durable. I think Lee is the better fighter overall, but might gas before he can finish him. True. I think Bilal defends the takedown from Lee, but the striking will be close unless Bilal has him against a cage like Lima. Yeah, I can just see Lee sort of covering to the pressure and volume, though. Even though they're not hard shots, you don't need hard shots to beat Kevin Lee by TKO, you know? He's not got the best of chins. Even though he doesn't get KO'd, he doesn't have the best of chins, man. He doesn't react correctly to punches. Guru, how long is it until the Dagestani Fighting Championships rather than the UFC? Weasel said it's done by 2022. I don't care. It's not going to be that way. Jesus. Welterweight Dagestanis, don't see anything there for 5 years. Oh, Chimaev, maybe. Makhachev now, but who's next on a come up? Not really anyone. Umar's at, bantamweight. Featherweight doesn't really have a Dagestani. I don't know. They're there in every division, but I don't know. The odds that they take over the whole UFC is interesting. Weasel said Gane beats Ngannou. He's copying me. No, he picked Gane against Lewis as well. He knows. Gane's the beast. Gane's a fucking beast. Dagestan taking over. Okay. Who they got a heavyweight? Shamil Abdurakhimov, I guess. If he even is Dagestani. I don't even know if he is. He looks like it. No offense. Kanan Kawahi. Okay. Guru, hot take. Evloev has a better resume than Giga and would ragdoll him if they fight. I'd pick Evloev against Giga Chikedze. I think Evloev's good. I want to see Evloev, Bryce Mitchell, dude. That's what I want to see. But I know they're going to do Dan Ige, Bryce Mitchell. Thank you for the $5, Roshama. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Thank you. How would Yan do at heavyweight besides Gane, Jones, and Ngannou? I believe he would do very well. Keep up the great work, my friend. Thank you for the $5. Readjust myself and read it again. Thank you for the $5, Roshama. How would Yan do it at heavyweight against Gane, Jones, and Ngannou? I believe he would do very well. Keep up the great work, my friend. I would pick Jan Blachowicz to beat John Jones. I don't think he could beat Gane or Ngannou. I think Ngannou's too powerful. He'd get slept. Gane would probably finish him with like a knee in the 4th round, something like that. After some front kicks to the body, start to slow him down a bit. But he would beat Jones. I'm very certain that Jan Blachowicz beats John Jones. Laugh all you want, dude. We saw what Reyes did to Jones and how Reyes gets fucking manhandled by everyone else at light heavyweight. You're dumb if you're saying laughing at that. You're the dumb one. You're laughing like I'm the dumb one. You're the dumb one in secret. You don't even realize it. Thank you for the $5, Rose Sharma. Yan would kick the shit out of Jones's body, chop up his legs, and fucking beat him by decision and beat him down. Or TKO him. Who knows? Depends. I truly believe Jan Blachowicz beats John Jones. There's no way Jones takes him down. No way. Jan loses to wrestler. It's a good thing Jones couldn't take down Reyes then, isn't it? And keep him there at all. Jan gets beat by grappling. Oh, thank fuck Jones hadn't taken anyone down since Anthony Smith. Good stuff. Thank God. If he was actually taking on a grappler, that'd be trouble, but not John Jones. Thank you for the $5, Jacob Kelly. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Does Hamzat count as Dagestani? Isn't Chechnya something different? Yeah, but it's still the Republic of Dagestan, isn't it? Thank you for the $5. I don't even know. You look at the Republic of Dagestan, Chechnya falls under the boundaries of it. Or does it? So that's Dagestan. Chechnya. Okay, no, it's not. Different area. It's called something different on the map. It's called Grozny on the map or something like that. Fair play. Thank you for the $5, Jacob Kelly. I appreciate you. Chechnya and Dagestan are different. Yeah, they're under the same in the Caucasus area, but they're the same country of Russia anyway, but they're just separate republics. Like Ireland and Northern Ireland, essentially. A little bit of a political separation. Thank you very much for banning that person. No, it's not. Michael Johnson or Cody Garbrandt have the fastest hand in the UFC history easily. Okay. Thank you for the $5, Jacob Kelly. Thank you. Does Hamzat count as Dagestani? Isn't Chechnya something different? I guess so, but it's the same. You know what I mean? Same thing. It's not the same thing, but same thing. It's about as far from Habib's area of Dagestan as Zabit's Makachalaka is. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're still pretty close. You know what I mean? Thank you for the $5. I appreciate you, dude. Only guy to take down DC. Who's the only guy to take down DC? John Jones and Gustafsson. Is that it? And Stipe. Stipe took him down. What do you mean, only guy? Fuck off. Many people were taking down DC. Ciryl Gane just gave birth. Okay. His wife is his husband. Okay. Guru Yan versus Glover. How do you think that fight plays out? I'd go with Jan Blachowicz getting a KO with a counter uppercut as Glover shoots at the end of round 1 with 2 minutes left on the clock, I'd say. What could do? Prime DC beats Ngannou. I don't know about that. I don't think so at all. I think Prime DC will get KO'd on a single leg. My opinion. Behind the ear. Even Rumble took DC down. Rumble did take DC down. That's correct. And he gassed out because of it. But he did get him down for a second. He didn't control him much, but he did get him down. Good point. Glover is a dangerous underdog versus Yan. Okay. He is a dangerous underdog because Glover's like hard grappler at light heavyweight and there aren't many of them. So it is a bit of a problem for people. But so many people hurt Glover and just incorrectly finish him and it ends up them getting finished. I think Yan is good enough and powerful enough to when he gets down Glover, I believe he'll knock down Glover at least in a fight. I don't see him smothering for a like shitty TKO. Yan's really good at like getting around their legs and just fucking hammering down. I think he gets a clean finish in the first. I'm not underestimating Glover, dude. I just don't think you can pick him. But he's a good underdog, I guess. Guru, if you could be a fighter who uses literally one move, what move would it be? A jab, and I'll just have like Ciryl Gane's footwork. And I just jab my way to fucking decision wins every weekend. Unless I'm fighting KB Buller, in which case I get KOs. Because I'm jabbing. Fat C got decimated by Jones twice. Okay. Goat Jones would destroy Blaho, let's be real. Jones on roids would have a chance. Jones now, not a chance, in my opinion. I watched... Okay, let me just try and break it down as simple as I fucking can. Jones is only older now and further away from his steroid cycle, which is lowering his natural testosterone by the fucking day. Only older now since the fight with Dominic Reyes. A whole year and a half older, I believe. He lost to Reyes. Jan Blachowicz barely got touched and ran through Reyes. Yuri got touched, but also ran through Reyes. He's done, in my opinion. I don't think he can still beat the top guys, and that's why he left for a reason. I think he's just going to take time off and risk all of his legacy on one big win at heavyweight and get the belt and then call himself the GOAT and leave. And there'd be an argument that he would be if roids don't come into it. MMA math doesn't work. It doesn't. If Reyes is like a grappler and Jan is a fucking jiu-jitsu specialist and Jones is a striking specialist, they all struck with Reyes. Blachowicz didn't get touched. Jones got beaten. You know? I know styles make fights and it's not MMA math. It's literally a more refined version of MMA math. You're using MMA math. I'm not... Dude, Jan Blachowicz beats John Jones. I don't give a fuck. John Jones has no T, no power. Jan Blachowicz would boot up his body very easily, and he'd check all the kicks, and he'd kick Jones's legs back, and he would win. I think Jan keeps the belt until Yuri comes, and Yuri would beat Jones. Okay, I think Yuri beats Jones by TKO. Past year has made me respect Rob way more. Unlike Leon or Yuri, he goes out of the way to make sure no one has a claim to a title shot other than him. True story, dude. Same with Covington as well, right? You can chuck his name in there as well, the cunt. I respect Holloway for it as well. He's taken on Yair now. That'll put him down that Whittaker pathway of a champion. It's also noticeable that those guys are below 30. So, obviously, they've got a bit more time on their hands, whereas the older guys are probably thinking, I've got one more chance. You know what I mean? But I respect it. Whittaker 3 fights in a row as a contender to get back to a belt. Garbrandt didn't even have to win a fight. He just got a rematch. It's just a bad performance, Lamau. Guru, what do you make of the decline of Reyes? I think he'll bounce back against Krylov. I think he can bounce back. I think it's a bounce-backable offense. He'll come back in December and he'll beat Nikita Krylov on the headliner of the prelims of like the UFC 269 card. Thank you for the $5. Flowification. Thank you for the $5. It's Guru time, bitches. Which country do you think will be the first to use COVID and climate so as to establish a totalitarian state? Thank you. I'm not going to delete your comment. Thank you very much for the $5 flowification. I appreciate you. Whatever you said, I reckon Germany. But I don't know. Whatever they do. Canada, maybe. Thank you for the $5 flowification. I appreciate you. Whatever you're talking about, you know. I couldn't even see it. I was just guessing. Guru, you still got time to jump in there and dominate a heavyweight. I know I'm going to, but I'm just going to wait a little bit, you know what I mean? Because there's no rush. Thank you for the $5 flowification. I only need 2 years to beat Ngannou. You know what I mean? Realistically. Thank you for the $5, dude. Super chat deleted. Yeah, because you know there's nothing I can do about it. It's just the way YouTube is about that topic. So, you know, and that's how it is. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not about me being a pussy. It's just how it goes. When does Jones ever get caught cleanly? He has the best range control and knows how to win. You can't say he doesn't know how to get the job done, whether it's close or not. He would beat Jan, face it. When does Jones get caught cleanly? Against Dominic Reyes with a rear bolo uppercut as he throws a jab and leaves his chin that far out there with a massive reach advantage over Dominic Reyes. When does Jones get caught cleanly? Reyes caught him with a head kick. I don't get... Whatever, dude. Reyes caught Jones cleanly tens of times every round. He barely touched Blachowicz. Blachowicz is better than Jones, not purely because of that reason. I think Blachowicz has better counters. He's got a long reach like Jones, and Jones hasn't faced anyone with a real long reach. And I think that'd be a huge problem for him. He's very tough. He's got a great chin. He can go 5 rounds. He can grapple. He's got submissions. I think Jan Blachowicz beats John Jones. Drew, what would happen if you went down to a pub and saw Stephen Craig having some tasty grub? I'd say, hey, up, get in the van, you stupid cunts. If that's the real BFTS boxing, you're a bitch. Okay, I don't know. Breaking Adesanya versus Whittaker set for the 268 co-main event. No way, it's not true. Adesanya wouldn't take a co-main of an Usman card. It's just not possible. His ego won't allow it. And it's a good thing that it won't allow it. And the UFC wouldn't allow it either. There's no way they would do that. But a fight did get made. Oh, Iron Turtle. Iron Turtle. Yun Yong Park versus Gregory Rodriguez. Yoked Obama. Wow. Yun Yong Park versus Gregory Rodriguez. Wow, Yun Yong Park can't get a jump up. How he's beat 3 in a row. He should be getting like a near to a ranked opponent. October 23rd. I believe that is the Vittori Costa card. Good card. The Korean guy. Yes, the Iron Turtle. The guy who beat Marc-Andre Barriault. You know? He's pretty good. And he just beat Tafon Chukwi as well. Where Chukwi looked like shit. I think he'd win that one as well. Magomed will beat Yan, but by the time Magomed gets to the title, Yan will be 42 and Magomed will be in his prime. Potentially correct, young sir. Guru, who should Korean Zombie fight next? Loser or Volk versus Ortega? Arnold Allen. Not the loser of Volk versus Ortega. I think Arnold Allen versus the Korean Zombie. Just fight. Top contender coming off a win, I think. I don't like people waiting around for people that are losing. I feel like Korean Zombie and Arnold Allen. Korean Zombie took no damage against Dan Ige. He's not that young. He needs to fight now. Let's get it going. Him versus Arnold Allen. Main event of a fight night in November with a wicked co-main event. And I mean a great co-main event because I know that isn't the best main event in the world. So we could do, let's say if Kevin Holland wins, him as the co-main event against a decently big name at middleweight. With that as the main event, Arnold Allen versus Korean Zombie, you know? If Holland wins. But I don't know. Holland's going to have to win quick. Quick turnaround. Never mind. Whatever. A big co-main. Thank you for the $5, Sniff. Another juice of life. Thank you for the $5. I'm doing another fucking hour of this shit. Let's go. Club of Rome wants 10 regions ran by 10 people to manage the world. Revelation 17 says 10 kings will give their power to the beast. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate you, Sniff. Thanks for the $5. Bringer of Doom. I appreciate your $5. Preacher of Death. Thank you, good sir. Satanic. Radical, dude. Thank you for the $2. Patrick Shaughnessy. Another jolt. A lesser jolt, but still a jolt. You're doing something. Thank you for the $2. Patrick Shaughnessy. Thank you so much indeed. Here. Oh, thanks. There you go. Just here. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you both. Thank you, Sniff, as well. John Jones's favorite verb. Who should Casey O'Neill fight next? Casey O'Neill, I believe, has a fight. Give me one jolly old second to reconfigure if that's true. It's not even a correct way of speaking. Casey O'Neill. It's Casey O'Neill. She doesn't have a fight. So I think she should take on Ciara Eubanks. Why not, you know? Get rid of her. If she can win. I don't know if she can win. Ciara Eubanks, I would guess. Thank you for the $2. Chris Jackson. I appreciate your $2 indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Will Gane surpass Stipe in title defenses? I believe so. I think Gane's going to get like a solid 5, 6. I don't know. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but someone's going to. And I think he's the best evidence that we would have. If you had to pick anyone who was going to be a dominant champion of their division in the future, a new champion, it would be Gane right now. Thank you for the 2, and other than maybe Piotr Jan at bantamweight, but that's a different situation with the fact that he's a contender, you know. Thank you for the $2, Chris Jackson. I appreciate your $2, good sir. Thank you for the £1.79, Dana Ferguson. I love UFC and babies. Thank you for the £1.79, Dana Ferguson. I appreciate you very much indeed. Thank you very much for the £1.79. Thank you both. I don't know what UFC and babies mean. Are you a pedo? Please don't be. That's disrespectful to children. It's very offensive. Guru, who wins, Till or Branson? Branson underrated in this matchup. He is, but I think Till does beat him. I think Brunson's stand-up's just a little bit too rudimentary and Till will beat him. And Till's got good takedown defense as well, which is something Holland knew nothing about. So I'll go Till. But it'll be a good one. Brunson might KO him. You never know. I'll go Till. Definitely. Watch Street Beefs to get your MMA fix. No. Royval or Pantoja, MMA Guru? I don't know, but fuck you, because Blue just donated $2. Thank you for the $2, Blue. I appreciate that very much indeed, young man. With no message either. Just a cool guy, Blue. Cruising back around with his fucking Rolls Royce. Chucks another £2 out the fucking window. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate you not making me answer a question either. That's really, really good. That's even that makes it like $4. You know what I mean? Thanks, Blue. Jimmy Manawa versus Johnny Walker. Who wins? You're fat, Nan. Johnny Walker would KO Jimmy Manawa in the first round. Don't be silly. Imagine asking who the baddest man in the world is, aka is the UFC heavyweight champ, and it's just a picture of Chris Daukaus. That would be funny, to be fair. That would be. Or Taito Ivasa, imagine. But that would be a little bit more believable. But Daukaus, that would be hilarious. Imagine if he chins Ngannou out cold or something, just being faster. He could. If he goes out there fearless, imagine he's just in his zone and he just fucking goes for Ngannou and makes Ngannou back up and swing and catches him. Who knows? Nah, Ngannou would win. He's just too rangy, too big. Jones, he obviously didn't because he never gets rocked. You're delusional. 2 shots isn't significant. Woo, 2 times in a 25-minute fight. You're so biased. It wasn't 2 times in a 25-minute fight. You can go through the Weasel's video of what it was. There's literally many times he landed big shots per round. He only diagnosed 1 round of that fight. It's clearly Dominic Reyes. You're a little bit weird about it, but that's okay. You're acting like Jones doesn't get caught with punches when it happened a lot against Reyes, man. That's okay. You're a bit faulty. Done a poop yet? No, not today, because it's in the AMs. It actually was yesterday, technically. Lol, Branson was supposed to be layup for all the prospects. Why are they so garbage? I don't know. It's just an embarrassment, really. It's middleweight. The guys lingering at the top are actually good, but the guys coming up are just, I don't know what's going on with them. Thank you for the $2 Canadian, Nick. Thank you for the $2 Canadian, good sir, eh? Chris Daukaus / Roman Dolidze are champs in 2022. That's never going to happen. Daukaus is like, it's not going to happen, but it's like at least a feasible prediction potentially. But Roman Dolidze is just not going to become a champion. Thank you very much, though, for the $2 Canadian, Nick. I appreciate you. Do you work, Guru? Yeah. Do you think Prime Mike Tyson gets dropped by Francis? Yes. Come on. Tyson got dropped in his prime. Tyson lost rounds in his prime. Tyson got beat up a bit against the fucking ropes in his prime. You can get dropped by people. He probably would win a boxing match, definitely. But he could get dropped. Could he? I'm not saying he would. I'm saying he could. People hit Tyson clean. He went down. Against boxers. That's true, but Ngannou's massive, and boxing heavyweights weren't even that big back then. They weren't. They were like 230 pounds. And that would be like a Goliath to them. 6'2", 228 pounds. The Goliath. You know? Dude, there's a pic of Wonderboy on his IG in white Venom shorts, and you can see his outline very clearly. Man, people got pretty small dicks, huh? Generally quite surprised. I don't want to check it. We need a week of UFC to prepare us for Parker Porter, yeah. Guru, don't talk boxing, please. Okay. Volkonovsky versus Piotr Yan. I'm going to go with... Volkonovsky pretty clearly, I would say. I'll check. Okay. I'm not going to check. I don't need to. Fuck it. People are annoyed with Burns, but to be honest, at least he's trying to stay active. That's gone off my screen. Let's try to stay active. The other guys are just shitting on their ranking. I like Burns, man. He's calling out the top guys. Called out Wonderboy, got the Wonderboy fight, beat Wonderboy. I know he hit him in the back of the head a couple of times, but beat Wonderboy. Went out there, called out Leon Edwards. Wants Edwards, would probably beat Edwards, and he'd be right back in the mix. I don't blame him. Who had the worst choke performance against Branson? Heinich, Edmund, or Holland? Holland, because it was so embarrassingly bad, the way he just gave up the positions. Edmund won the first round, maybe. You know? Heinich won the first round. He dropped Branson with a head kick. I think Holland really badly messed up, because that was the latest version of Branson. You know what I mean? He was the most promising contender, I would say, out of the 3 of them. That was really bad. And he was coming off like a KO off bottom against Jacare. Almost put Jacare in a triangle, but Branson just lays in full guard against him for the 5 rounds. It was pretty bad. Guru, I'm worried about Gane not checking leg kicks, and Ngannou for sure will be looking to kick his legs out. Dude, Gane does check leg kicks, and he moves out of the way of him a lot. But whatever. Guru, do you think the UFC needs an atomweight division, women's division, to open up more of the market in Asia and South America? No, not an atomweight division required. They can have strawweights as well. Maybe there is a lot of atomweights. Maybe we should. If we get rid of women's featherweight, they can open a women's atomweight division. I won't mind in any way whatsoever. They can do it tomorrow. If they just promise to cancel the women's 145-pound division, they can have a women's atomweight division. Build it in Invicta first, get a top 15 rankings, and then bring it over and do like a tournament for a belt. And we'll just pay attention. On Tough or something like that. As like one of the weight classes on Tough. Do a male and female Tough. Men heavyweights and women atomweights. Two ends of the spectrum. Go live on Tough. One Ngannou leg kick and Gane is done. But that's not true with anyone with Ngannou's leg kick. But you know, he's powerful. He was not checking kicks against Volkov. But Volkov's different level technical striking though. And he took kicks well against Volkov. He doesn't check them, but he sits into them well, or he moves out of the way of them and makes them hit toes. And he does check some of them. Was he limping against Volkov? Volkov landed a lot of them. He was addressing the leg kicks well. He doesn't take him like in the meat of his leg. And he doesn't like just sit into it and take it and have his leg bend. But yeah. Not many significant is when you get rocked or hurt. Jones did get rocked in the fight. Jones was never hurt. There was a moment where Jones did back up against a cage and really have to reconfigure himself. That definitely happened. Jones did get rocked. Jones was never hurt and legit walked him down the entire fight. That's just not true at all. He didn't walk him down the entire fight. You're done in arguments with me. That's a real exposure. Other ones you usually have an argument. This one's a real exposure of dumbness. He got rocked at one point in the fight, definitely. He did. Even though Reyes missed a bunch of follow-up shots afterwards, he did get stumbled for a second and had to back himself up against the cage and reconfigure himself. That definitely happened. And he didn't walk down Reyes the whole time. And even if he did, who cares if you're being outlanded 1.5 to 1 on stats? Jones was never hurt. He was. He got tagged by Reyes. And he had to back his way up like this. The whole way to the cage and recover. Lando Vernata versus Darren Elkins for 268 prediction. I'm going to go with Lando Vernata. What a finesse from Lando Vernata. What a pick. He made a call out and he made it count. I rate Lando Vernata beyond belief. What an amazing call out that is. That's such a free payday for him. There's literally zero chance. I'm jinxing it immediately, but I think there's zero chance that he loses to Darren Elkins. How the fuck was the Grundy fight a split decision? I've just remembered that. Someone gave that fight to Mike Grundy. I just remembered. Wow. That is so unfair. But yeah, that's a good fight for Lando. I think he wins it. He's got great takedown defense, and his striking is just too technical, I think. So yeah, he'd win, in my opinion. But it'd be a good fight. Elkins is still tough. Lando showed he can go 3 rounds against a hard grinding grappler and not gas out at all. Imagine Ben Rothwell getting a rolling thunder KO. I don't even want to. The fucking canvas will give way. You know what I mean? Lando Vernata makes... Ooh, that'd be that Tony Ferguson short notice fight. Lando Vernata makes 60 for 60. He's unranked. Lando Vernata won against Mike Grundy. He made $131,000. So I'm assuming he'll make 65 next. Good for him, man. Good for him. Hamzat versus Masvidal prediction. I'm not too sure. Did we watch the same fight? Jones walked him down the whole fight and legit tagged Reyes with better shots. He didn't walk him down the whole fight. There was a moment where he literally ran away from Reyes and got kicked in the body because of running away. Stop. He literally got dropped to the chest as well and put down and had to back up again. He didn't walk him down the whole fight. Even if he might have moved forward the majority of the time, he didn't do it the whole fight, and he did get rocked. Reyes was stunned in the late rounds and was tired. He wasn't... If you're calling Reyes stunned in that Jones fight and not accepting that Jones was, you're dumb, and I'm done arguing with you. You're not getting read out for a bit, because that's just straight delusion. You're saying Reyes got stunned, but Jones didn't. Interesting. That's you out of my mind for a bit. I'm not reading you at all. Even though Reyes got destroyed by Yeri, he did not look awful like Tony in his last fights. Reyes was catching Yeri and hurting him. He still has potential. He does still have potential. He does, and I think he does bounce back against Krylov as well. We need to riot for an stinkiest fighters tier list. That looks like an A. I don't like that. It's bad text. Remember when JDS dropped Ngannou with a leg kick? What will Gane do? I don't know. Both guys landed good leg kicks in a JDS fight, though. I don't even think he dropped Ngannou. He might have put him off balance for a bit, but he gave both gave good calf kicks. I just think Gane would just tap at him, man, and just make it boring and outland him like 7-2 in the first round, 8-3. But here's a like teeps to the body that are slowing Ngannou down a bit and jabs, and oblique kicks and leg kicks. And in the third round, he'd start picking it up 20-5 on strikes. Round 4 would be like 25-6. I just think he'd start picking it up and getting him. Ciryl Gane versus Jan Blachowicz. I'll go for Ciryl Gane there as well. Gassing. Yeah, you're only talking about the last 2 rounds now. You can't accept saying about the whole fight anymore. It's done. You're done. That's just stupidity there. That's a lot of respect lost. Imagine the cage antics between Kevin Holland and Bobby Green. Okay. Yeah. That'd be cool. Shame they're not the same weight class. I'd like to see Strickland versus Holland. Sean Strickland versus Kevin Holland. That'd be a great matchup. I think actually, if Till's smart, he should try and call out the winner of Strickland versus Rockhold. Big name fight. There's history between them. But then he could also get Marvin Vettori and there'd be history there as well. That'd be fun. Whatever he wants to do. Oh my God, guys. If you are on a computer right now, I beg of you go and do this for me. I beg of you do this for me. Go to YouTube right now on another tab. If you're on a computer, BT Sport. Type in BT Sport, okay? Look at their recent post about, dude, is Darren Till 1 fight from a title shot? They're all saying yes. If he gets a finish, yes. They're literally all saying yes. It's the most biased thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. It's ridiculous. They're all just on there saying, yeah, you know, if he does good enough, then yeah. With the right performance, he can get a title shot here. 1 win. 1 win streak for Darren Till over Derek Brunson. He's getting a title shot. Fuck off. That's so dumb. Till versus Branson. Stay cage side for the winner of Costa versus Vettori. Fight them. If it's Costa, you can speak Portuguese fluently. Darren Till. That would work in promotion in Brazil as well. Maybe even do it in Brazil. Who knows? That would be a good storyline, especially if it's open that late next year. And then Vettori, you got beef there as well. The Euros, Italy versus England. You've got the beef they had before when they were supposed to fight each other, and Vettori called him out for faking the injury. It's good stuff. Till calling him an orc. Such a biased video. No, it was ridiculous. Till gets a bunch of leeway and chances, but he just can't win whatsoever. I think he'll beat Branson, though. That's what I think. I believe Branson will win because Till freezes when someone shows him grappling. Okay. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Branson's just so sloppy with a hand sometimes. I think Till can time him and pull counter and drop him. Do you think HGH helps Usman's chin? I mean, it increases the size of his head, which will definitely weigh it down a bit better. And shrinks the size of his neck when you think the traps get bigger as well. So it will actually hold your neck in place and head in place a little bit better if you're more shredded. Till beat Whittaker. We all saw. No, he did not. Stop talking. Till gets a title shot over Rob, IMO already. Okay. Let's all fucking calm down now. Adesanya versus Whittaker in January or February. Till versus... This is good inactivity for Adesanya. If he was fighting at the end of this year, it'd be so bad because we wouldn't have enough time to build another contender. Him versus Whittaker early next year and maybe February. Let's do that. Give it enough time. Do it in February. Then we'll... Maybe not February. January next year. Let's open up the year with Adesanya versus Whittaker 2. That'd be good. And then do the winner of Till versus Branson versus the winner of Costa versus Vettori. And you're fucking done, Ski. Perfect. And then the winner of Cannonier versus Gaslam can take on the winner of Strickland versus fucking Rockhold. Never seen a Till fan before. Deluded. Okay. The guy saying Till beat Whittaker has downs. He may do. Guru, how do you think the Volk fight versus Ortega fight goes? I think Volk's going to inside leg kick him for 2 rounds while taking some shots here and there. I think he'll lose one of the rounds in the first 2, and I think he'll take over the last 3 and win 4-1. Inside leg kicks will control the pace. Jabs to the body as well will bring Ortega's hands down. That's going to open up the big shots over the top. Ortega does get a little bit wild with some of the counters, some elbows and stuff. I don't think they're going to work against a shorter opponent in Alexander Volkanovsky. The uppercuts are going to be a good move for Ortega to use, but Alexander Volkanovsky's got such good head movement and defensive work. I don't think they're going to land as well. And I think Volkanovsky's going to get better and better. He's so new to the game of MMA. I think he gets way better and finishes Ortega. Not finishes. Finishes strong against Ortega. 4-1. But good stuff. Do you think Conor will come back against Ferguson? I could see Tony doing a roll and submitted him. I think Conor would chin Ferguson. Just watching even how switched on he was against Poirier, man, Ferg just doesn't look like a fighter anymore. He just looks like an old, frail man. I think he would get chinned. But he's got a good chance of winning. But I could see him getting rocked and then something bad happening. He's just a bit old, and it's not getting any better for him. But maybe he could win. If he chops at the calf a couple of times, maybe the fight's all over. You never know. That's how the fight game works. Where is Ally Quinta? Selling houses. You can't blame him. Good money. Is there any unranked fighter who you think can beat a current champion? Well, unless we're talking about Zaru Kadashev versus Brandon Moreno, then we ain't talking about nothing. No, I don't think so. But you know what? No. No, there isn't. I don't believe so. Conor would have beat Dustin. Okay. Till is a fucking pull-out merchant. Stop talking about him till he fights. Pun intended. Till he fights. Conor was beating Dustin if it wasn't for the leg. No, let's stop now. He was doing good, though. And it wasn't a 10-8 round at all in any way. It was like a close 10-9 round to Poirier. People over-exaggerate how good Poirier did because they just want to move on with the fucking fight game. And if they linger on saying that, oh, what if? Then they just have to fucking linger and not move on with the division. Fuck that fate interim heavyweight BS, Dana. Okay. How to a pull-out merchant with kids. Interesting. 3 of them as well. 4, including other countries. Good. Do you think Tai Tuivasa can run through Walt? Where's my... Okay. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm going to pick him to win because of the calf kicks and maybe a bit of cardio advantage, but I'm worried he gets KO'd there because Walt's got really fast hands and he'd be fighting for his career. Wonderboy sus. He's probably a nonce, to be honest. There is a solid chance that Wonderboy Thompson is in fact a nonce Rooney. Hulk Hogan is in his prime, beats Francis. In his prime, beats Francis. Okay. Lando got robbed a few times already in the UFC. Robbed. Nah. He got a point taken away, which he shouldn't have against Bobby Green, and without that, he would have won. But he didn't get robbed the second time against Bobby Green. He didn't get robbed against Mark Jacasey, I don't think. I don't think he got robbed. Guru, I'm your biggest fan. You gave me some more attention. I would become a member. Okay. Tai Tuivasa needs to stop depending on genetics and actually train. Okay, true. He is training, though. He's training hard. He's staying in America for this camp. He's turning right back around. Intern Guru, thoughts, please? No. Adesanya thinks Costa beats Vettori in a 3-round fight. To be honest, Costa does know how to cut the ring against southpaw fighters. I think he beats him in a 3-rounder as well, 2 rounds to 1. But it's a 5-rounder, and that's not good for Costa at all. So I'm going 3-2 Vettori, last 3 rounds. What you going to do, brother? Hogan as he drops his leg on Francis. Okay. Gane is as big as Ngannou, so I think wrestling would work. It could do, but I think he would just use it to clinch Ngannou if he was ever blitzing in. Clinch in, get over-unders, try and turn Ngannou against the cage for a bit. Even if you're getting Ngannou to chuck you off of him with a big movement, you're getting a big movement out of Ngannou. And that's always good for Gane. But we'll see. Ngannou could just clip him and chin him, and nothing I say means anything. That's how it works. So we'll see how it goes. I just think if anyone's going to beat Ngannou, it's Gane. So I'm picking him. And I think he will. Bisping said he illegally streamed. Okay. My man. Guru, how many rounds do you think the Oliveira versus Poirier fight lasts? I think Oliveira gets finished in the late second. Would you ever do a video with another MMA betting channel? And if so, who? No, there's none who are worthy of my time. Other than Chael Sonnen, maybe, if you can count him. Sean O'Malley, 157 pounds. See his Insta. Yeah, I saw that. He said it on his Instagram, yeah. I did see that. 157 pounds of straight humbleness or something like that, I think he said. No opinion on the fake heavyweight belt. Wouldn't have had a pay-per-view without it. Almost lost a pay-per-view in June because of Ngannou's games. Almost lost a pay-per-view in September because of Ngannou's games, and it's now a weaker pay-per-view than it should have been. Ngannou's ruined 3 pay-per-views in a row because of his dumb negotiation games that only affects fans because he's not fighting, and he could be. I don't give a fuck. I'm glad, because if it didn't happen and they just made Lewis versus Gane for no belt, he would still be talking about how Jones deserves it or this other guy deserves it. I don't know. I just don't like the attitude that he's having. So I'm glad that UFC kind of forced his hand to fight and defend against the interim champ. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Guru, sometimes you read like a third grader. Sometimes I read, and as I read, the chat fucking goes up fucking block by block like a reverse game of fucking Tetris, and I can't read it while it does that because it's very fucking difficult. Do you understand? I'm reading a paragraph as it jumps up every fucking second that I'm reading it, and it's kind of difficult sometimes. I think Costa can, like that, obliterate Vettori for 3 rounds and lose the next 2, maybe a 10-8 round in the 5th. Okay. He wouldn't bounce back to a 10-8 in the 5th, unless you're saying Vettori 10-8's Costa in the 5th, maybe. Roger that, 10-4. Roger. Usman versus Whittaker. Whittaker wins by KO as well. Who is the best to ever do it? Sir, GSP or John? GSP, way more legacy. No roids as well. Lamal, fair point. I can feel your blood pressure rising. Indeed. Like right there was no chat after you for a solid, well, there it goes. Solid few seconds. So I could read it. How long do you think Freddie Roach has left? Come on, dude. That's a bit mean. I like Freddie Roach. I feel bad for him. I reckon he's got a solid decade left. Good for him. Thank you, Blue, though, for the donations earlier. Guru, give me attention. No, I'm good. Shut your mouth. Do a walk. No. How will Francis be looked at if he loses his first title defense after all the issues with the UFC and his pay? Not very good. I don't think he'll be given a rematch either for a belt. No way, no how. So he'll have to win 2 more fights to get another title shot, I reckon. No joke. There's so many people at heavyweight. And Jones will like his chances against Gane more than Ngannou, maybe. At least the way he would lose would be more respectable against Gane if it was by decision. Or he could get a robbery, maybe. Who knows? That's his mindset, I guess. What if I land an eye poke or a groin shot like every other fight I have where I win? But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Do you think the UFC will let Gane box Fury when he beats Ngannou? No. No, they won't. And they won't even... That won't even be entertained by Fury. Let's be real. Gane is not a big name. There's bigger names in heavyweight boxing for Fury than Gane. If it was Ngannou and he got another KO win and then called out Fury, maybe there'd be a chance they could get the money fight there. But I don't think Gane brings that value, and that's why I kind of like him, because I know that he won't get any massive super fights that hog up everything and all the time. He'll just defend the belt and make all of his contenders have to stay active. Matt Hughes seeing a train impression. Okay. Who won the Thompson versus Woodley 2 fight? Wonderboy won the second fight, but Woodley won the first one. I've always thought that. Woodley won the first fight. I don't know how they gave that a draw, because Woodley could have got a 10-8 in the first round on the new scoring system, but Woodley won the first, 4th, and 5th round. I don't know how they gave it a draw. That doesn't really make too much sense to me at all, in all honesty. Not whatsoever. Do 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 do. How do you think Conor versus Diaz 3 would go? Conor, but he would almost get finished at the end. But I think Conor could win that one. I don't know, man. Maybe Nate Diaz, honestly. Because I don't know. Conor McGregor, I don't know, man. I want to see him win one, then it will give me clarity to predict any other fight. Because when you're coming back from a broken leg, like, it's different. It's a different kind of comeback, you know? How do you think Conor versus Diaz 3 would go? I'll go with... I've already answered. Ben Askren helped Masvidal's career so much. Yeah, he purposefully headbutted straight into that knee. He's a very lucky man, Masvidal. Ben Askren's so courteous, you know? What a guy. What an amazing man. Stephen A. Smith is fired up to see Ciryl Gane take on Francis Ngannou. Stephen A.'s world. Interesting. Stephen A. Smith. Good stuff, I guess. I feel like Nate beats Conor Guru. Okay. That's cool. I don't mind that now. With the broken leg, he can't really go straight back to leg kicks and be that confident in doing so, and that'll be what he'd have to do. How do you lose respect for me? A non-debatable statement I made about Jones winning based on legit judging criteria, not just subjective bias. Legit judging criteria, you listed control. I'm done with you. You're in a delusional stance right now. If I can't get through to you on this, there's no point. You're just straight up standoffish about something you know is wrong. You can't say Jones won on the legit judging criteria. He only got takedowns in the last 2 rounds, and control time doesn't mean anything under the new judging criteria. Reyes did way more damage. It's just, and landed more shots. So it's just, you're done now. Sorry. I'll see you tomorrow to argue again, but you're in a mood today. You just can't get over what you're wrong about. Lewis took a dive. We all saw. He did give in a little bit. ESPN went to shit without Ariel. Even with Ariel, man. Like that, it was losing DC and Helwani. You know what I mean? It's just, he was a name that you could mix in there. There's only so many respected names in the MMA community that can be bought out for those companies, you know? Maybe I'll be there one day, but I only want to do it part-time because I want this own channel for myself. But, yeah. I don't know. I feel like they should have done, if they did Chael versus DC and the bad guy, DC and the bad guy, that would be good. But they didn't do that. I think Chiesa took a dive. Okay. ESPN is trash. Masvidal versus Edwards. That'd be a great scrap. That'd be an amazing fight. Jones won against Reyes. He didn't. I miss Ciryl now. Lol. Nice. Guru, I'm sorry for how these peasants are acting. I know. We'll have to fucking chop their limbs off in a second to teach them a lesson. My vag is sore. Sorry, guys. Okay. Ciryl Gane was versus a short person. Ciryl Gane, I would say. How does Masvidal versus Edwards go? Fuck me, man. I say Edwards because Masvidal doesn't have the same cardio levels, and I think Edwards could win the first few rounds enough, and Masvidal couldn't really push as much in the later rounds, maybe. I don't know, though. Masvidal could beat him. Masvidal could catch him, but Masvidal coming off a KO loss, will he have that same confidence? Even more time off for a way older fighter at 36? I'd go with Leon Edwards. He's got reach as well. I'd go Leon Edwards. How does Masvidal versus... does John Jones move to 1? No, I doubt it. No. He's fighting for legacy. Even though he wants some money as well, he's just risking legacy here. 1 FC, you risk legacy and you get embarrassment if you lose. And not much respect if you win. Because there's 1 champion's Brandon fucking Vera, or whatever his name is. Stipe should... Or Arhan Bulla, sorry. Jesus. There's no way Jones would lose to him. Stipe should take the winner of Blades versus Rosenstruik. Not forced to take Jones. Agree or disagree? Yeah, but I wouldn't mind a Jones matchup. But I also think the Derek Lewis fight, dude. What about the Derek Lewis fight? I'm not a fan of, especially in the top of the divisions, you shouldn't ice your guys for too long. If you want to ice an up-and-coming contender that's got time on their hands, like Fiziev, to wait for the Diego Ferreira versus Grant Dawson winner, like I want to happen, that's not that bad. Fiziev's 27, 28. He's got time. He can wait if it leads to a better pathway for him. With the top contenders, you want them going at all times. It's just wasted time when they're not fighting each other. So I think that Lewis versus Stipe should be made. Stipe versus Lewis. Because that way it picks Lewis's spirits back up and Stipe's to know that if they win this one, they're right back in the title shot. Blade should get a title shot. No, he can't. Blades is going to have to win 2 and hope Ngannou loses. I completely forgot about Lewis somehow. I mean, his performance will do that. Guru, I think Nate actually TKOs this shit version of Conor. He looked gassed in the first round, getting up. I was bad. I feel his cardio will take a massive hit next fight, maybe. Jones is shit without roids. Okay. I just want one more McGregor fight at least. That would cement the... I'd really rather more than 1 McGregor fight. I'd like a year of 2022 of at least 2 McGregor fights. That, I think, would allow me to actually continue in this career of the UFC reliably enough to where I'd think this is going to stick around as a sport. I don't know, though. It'd be good. I'll still continue, obviously, but it would really help if McGregor won and kept fighting for at least the next year. Thoughts on Ortega versus Volko? Tough so far. I haven't watched the last episodes, but the first one seems just a bit forced. I don't know. I'm not really into it. Fighting in once in 2020 was a big mistake for Conor. Indeed, but that wasn't even his mistake because Dana White put him on ice to wait for the fucking crowd to come back. Annoying, right? Fucking annoying. Who won? Izzy versus Vettori won. Izzy, 2-1. First 2 rounds. Third round, Vettori, though. First round was actually kind of close, but Izzy won the first round. Second round was a clear Izzy round, but close, competitive, but they were clear rounds. But still competitive, though. Vettori did land some shots, but Izzy landed the cleaner shots and landed more of them. So it's a clear win in the first 2 rounds for Izzy. Conor isn't shit anymore. Okay. Isn't it nuts? The most exciting sport, MMA, has so many people who aren't interested in it and would rather watch people hit balls. True. It's very strange. Very strange. I think everyone would be watching this over football. Why wouldn't they be? Because we get shit fights sometimes. When they watch football, they're always constantly watching whatever the game they go to. It's always high-level football. On a lot of the time, there's so many teams going at it every single weekend. They've got options. With MMA, it's like, yeah, they might just fucking half-guard each other for the whole fucking game. But it's weird how people don't watch it more often. You'd think it'd be the biggest sport in the world. Guru, who should Beneil Dariush fight next? Beneil Dariush fight next. He should be the short notice replacement for all of the fights in October and November. That's what he should do. Get paid his show money. I think he gets paid 200 grand to show as well. So get paid your show money. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just be a short notice replacement. Because that way it's like cheap inactivity. It's cheap activity for you to show the UFC that, look, I'm still doing something, but you might not even have to fight. You'll get your show money. You'll stay active. You'll make some money, and it'll just be good for you. Arnold Allen next fight. I'm going to go with the Korean Zombie. If I'm the Scarface of this chat, shake my head. I don't know what that means. Dariush equals Makachev. Okay. No, Makachev's fighting RDA. Nick Diaz is an unlockable character in Mortal Kombat, and he has nunchucks. True. And a speech impediment. Guru, don't get offended by this, but the data backs this up. You do pick against black fighters. I don't know why you only can answer that. It's not a coincidence at this point. It's not true, though, because I picked Aldo against Yan. I picked Usman against Masvidal. Usman against Burns. I'm picking Usman against Covington. I picked Adesanya against Vettori. I picked Jones in his fights until the Blachowicz one. That's the only one I picked against him. I picked Ngannou on the come up, other than against Stipe once, but now I'm picking Gane against Derek Lewis, who's also kind of black, so it doesn't even mean anything. I picked Figueiredo over Moreno. That's all of the title fights. It's just how it goes, man. It's just only one selection of people get offended when I don't pick them, and only one set of people notice, and those are the ones that think I have something against them. You know how it goes. You're a little bitch. Cool way, Yoda kid. You picked Burns against Usman. Okay. I did. But Burns, what, he's white? Ah, yes, of course. Gilbert Burns. That white man. Of course, yes. My bad. That's on me. Who should Kevin Lee fight next? I don't know, but I wasn't picking him against Sean Brady, right? No, I never said that. I'm just so biased against him. Even when it's against the odds, I still pick him. I don't know who's Kevin Lee fighting next. We'll see. Hopefully a good matchup for him. Apparently Bilal wants it in 266, which wouldn't be bad, but it'd be too long of a waiting time. Who should Kevin Lee fight next? I don't know. Who can beat Yan? Can Aldo do it in a rematch? No, because it'll be for 5 rounds, and Yan is the more improving guy. But yeah, in a 3-rounder, Aldo could beat Yan. He could. Brady would destroy Lee. I think Lee would have won, but now we'll never know. Now, Guru legit picks who will actually win. I know. It's just some people get offended. Guru, favorite South Park episode? I don't know. There's one where Cartman thinks he's invisible or dead, and he starts doing like things while he's naked and going up on stage thinking no one can see him. I think that was a funny one. The Dog Whisperer one's funny. The one where they're ninjas and Butters gets a fucking shuriken in his eye. That's a funny one. The one with the COON. Thank you for the $2, Blue. I appreciate your $2 again, good sir. Friendly neighborhood donator. Dropping in one more care package. Thank you for the $2, good. That's another burst of energy right there. We got 15 minutes to go, and we're cramming it in. Donate now, please. I'm hungry. The one where he feeds the kids is parents. That is a good one. Everyone knows about that one, though. Guru, you picked Izzy to beat Yan. You're racist. Okay, true. I did pick him. Guru picked Whitaker. Yes, he's black. Okay. McGregor on a wheelchair match. Make it happen, Dana. Indeed. Next year, we definitely see Leon fighting. Oh, yeah. You picked Paulo to beat Whitaker to beat Izzy. You also picked Kelvin to beat Izzy. You got to chill, bro. Oh, one example of when Izzy was coming up and having close fights with Vittori and fucking shit fighters. Went 5 rounds with Tavares when Shabazian and fucking Whitaker smoked him in 1 round. I can't pick against him. Shut up. Family Guy or Simpsons? Family Guy. Simpsons was never funny. It's quite funny, but it was too childish. I like the adult humor when I was younger. Guru, I got a wood rolling with a girl in my BJJ class and she complained about me. Just fucking think about happy thoughts or sad thoughts next time. Or depends what you get off to. Maybe happy. Might keep it down. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $5, Carter Rivers. I appreciate you. You picked Hakeem Dawodu as a plus 200 underdog against Movzar. I know. And people saying Jones doesn't lose aren't watching his fights, just the results. I know it's sad. Thank you for the $5, Carter Rivers. I appreciate the $5. Thank you very much. You don't need to prove that I'm not. I know I'm not. We all know I'm not. It's just people just need to be picked all the time. Otherwise, there's a problem. It's sad. Thank you for the $5, Carter Rivers. I appreciate that so much indeed. Thank you for the evidence backing me up. Thank you for the $5 Australian, Patrick Hall, as well. It's more sus that people think that a Russian and an Italian are the same. I know, it's interesting, though. But that's how it goes. Thank you for the $5 Australian, Patrick Hall. Thank you very much. And thank you for the $5, Carter Rivers. Both of you donating some top squalor. Your finest squalor. Thank you very much for the donations, guys. $5 in 2 different currencies. Of course, Carter Rivers is more superior of a currency, but we're not competing. It's okay. Thank you for the $4 Canadian. Another currency. Chase Warwick. Great surname. Thank you very much for the $4 Canadian with love hearts being blown. I don't even have to respond to that. It's just a nice fucking chunky donation straight in there. Thank you, good sir. Subscribe if you're new. Do that as well. Be a member. I upload all of these videos every weekday. Every weekday. MMA Q&A members only live stream. They all get uploaded 20 times a week. Non-retarded versions of Below the Belt. Straight to your fucking access point on YouTube. It's great. Link in the description below. £5 a month. We're good. Do you have a video coming out or member stream? I'll just leave this up. I did a member stream earlier today. Thank you for the €5. Another currency, you sexy man. Thank you very much for the €5. TTIG. I appreciate your €5 so much. Thank you, good sir. Amazing stuff. Thank you. Good stuff. 1 more currency to go. No, I'm joking. 50 more. No, thank you, though, for the €5. I do appreciate that, TTIG. And thank you, everyone, for the donations just now. Guru, is your actual name Guru? Yes, it is. Would you say Pettis KOing Wonderboy was your greatest prediction of all time? Yeah, but I got Hermanson by first round submission against Kelvin Gastelum. I've had a couple of good ones. Figueiredo by first round guillotine against Perez. I got that one correct. Gane by 3rd round TKO against a cage to a shelled up Lewis, which I thought was good. Thank you for the $5 Australian, Patrick Hall. Fight me, Carter Rivers. He's doubled, so now he's just about even, because that's how shit the currency is. No, I'm joking. Thank you for the $5 Australian, Patrick Hall. I appreciate your $5 Australian, and he will fight you, potentially. Hopefully, that'll be good. I'll record it and put it on my channel. How about that? Thank you for the content. $5 from Patrick Hall. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the $3 Australian. I have a lot of Australian fans, I'm noticing, over the years. Thank you for the $3 Australian, Yanis Arhuntoulis. I appreciate that. Thoughts on current Australian fighters? They're very good and very underrated. What is the population of Australia? population of Australia, 25.36 million. That is not a lot of people. And they have a lot of fighters in the UFC and a lot of top level as well. Whitaker's one fight away from a title shot. Volkonovsky is a champion. There's a lot of guys at the top. Thank you very much for the $3 Australian. Yanis Arhuntolis. Casey O'Neill coming up. She's from Australia. You've also got Jimmy Crute ranked at light heavyweight. There's a lot of them. Thank you for the $3 Australian. Yanis Arhuntolis. They're good fighters. Pretty well-rounded as well. Because it's a good area to be for different kind of martial arts. Because right on top of them, not too far away. For me, it seems like another side of the world. But for Australia, it's actually right next door to them. Thailand, you know what I mean? Tiger Muay Thai, a lot of them have got training there. Thank you for the $3 Australian, Yanis. And thank you for the $5 Australian, Patrick Hall. Thank you. We're done. Izzy is New Zealand. I know, I didn't say Izzy. That's why. Izzy is a Kiwi difference. I didn't say him. That's why. Unless I did. I might have said Dan Hooker as well. I didn't say Dan Hooker. I made sure not to. Cannot wait for Alex to smoke Ortega. I think he just wins a decision and people say, oh, not the best style. But, you know, if Adesanya did it, they'd be creaming their pants. Sanko has a future in the PBR. Don't know what that means. No, I was replying to another guy, Guru. Okay. Do I have your permission to organize a Guru convention in Australia for one of your fans down under? No, because if I'm going to fly out 24 hours, we've got to do it for a bigger fan convention than now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to show up to 5 people and 24-hour flight it there. You know what I'm saying? I'll organize it, but thank you. I want Yan and Aljo on the same card as whatever fight has not been booked yet for Yuri. That'd be good. But it's in October, so yeah. Megan Anderson, best Australian fighter? No. Let's calm down immediately. Damn, only 5 mil in New Zealand. London alone has millions more than that. Yeah, true. True, it does. I think it has 9 million London. So that is bonkers, mate. Must be some open land. Shaq, marry, avoid, Dana White. No, I don't care. I'm not answering those. Opinions on slavery? Yeah, shit. Everyone did it to everyone. Shouldn't have happened. Everyone doing it to everyone. It really sucks. You know what I mean? Just everyone doing it to everyone. It's just like, it's just one of them things, you know what I mean? Terrible of all of us to even partake in that back in the day. Some still are now in certain areas of the world. Terrible stuff, honestly. I'm glad we've moved on past it thanks to a certain country making sure everyone moved on past it, other than a select few that still held on. You've got to be trolling to put Megan Anderson over Volker Whitaker. He's trolling. It's nearly 5 a.m. He's feeling a bit Megan Anderson-ish. $20. Thank you for the $20, Carter Rivers. I appreciate your $20, good sir. I'm giving you eye contact right now. Thank you for the Thank you for the $20. You don't want this smoke, brother. You know this. I smash your dono, brother. You know this. I'm at work right now, but I don't care, brother. I should have listened to Guru about Aldo, brother. I'd put money on Munhoz like a cock, brother. You know this. I deserve it. I added some extra flair on the end, but thank you for the $20. Carter Rivers. I appreciate your $20 very much indeed. I don't know why I said dollars that weirdly just then, but thank you for the $20. Carter Rivers. Cringe. He's beefing with a guy that started a dono war with him. Thank you for the $20. One more time. Amazing. Thank you, Carter Rivers. Long-time donator and viewer. Soon to maybe earn mod. I'm not just saying that because he's donating. We'll talk. Who do you think will headline December pay-per-view? Hopefully Gane versus Ngannou. Ngannou versus Gane. Ngannou was complaining about wanting to be ready in September. And he doesn't want to have to wait for the winner. So let's just turn Ciryl Gane right back around. He was willing to fight 6 months later for an interim belt. 4 months will be a holiday for Gane. 4 months will be one of his longest layoffs. Ciryl Gane. 2020 he fought in December of 2020. He then turned right back around in February. That's a 2-month layoff to fight Rosenstruck. Then he fought in June to take on... Oh, he didn't have a 6-week turnaround. Oh, no, he did, because the months are at the end and at the start. Then he had a... What's June? The 6th month of the year. He had a 4-month layoff for June, and he fought Volkov. 6-week turnaround for Lewis. So, yeah, this will be one of his longest layoffs. That's crazy to think. That's very bonkers to think. Man, imagine where he would be if 2020 didn't happen. Because he only fought once in 2020 and he took a whole year off after his win against Tanabosa. How quickly would Ciryl Gane have got to the top if he didn't have that whole year off in 2020? Thank you for the $20, Carter Rivers. Speaking of 20s. Thanks, dude. Sorry, Guru, but I got rent due. Indeed. No problem, dude. Also, are you baffled as to why so many kids love Adesanya? He tries way too hard to be cool. Kids don't know and they can't see that kind of character development. Favorite UK supermarket? I don't know. They're all good. I don't really go to a supermarket. Any of them. What if Ngannou were to knock out Gane? Who do you think will be able to beat him? Next best chance would be Gane in a rematch. Or Volkov. But Gane in a rematch. We just keep chucking Gane at him over and over. What if Ngannou were to knock out... he fought JDS, idiot. I know, but that was after a year's time. You can still have 365 days off. He fought Tanabosa on the 21st of December in 2019, and he took an entire year until the 13th of December in 2020 to fight Junior Dos Santos. He took a year off. Even though he fought in 2020, he took a year off from his other fight. Bro, how do you not have a house yet? You got like $200 a day today. It doesn't always go like this. And I've been streaming late at night sometimes as well. These late at night streams have been a new beginning, which I think are doing nicely for me. So, yeah. Sometimes I get like £30, £20 a day. It's very skewering. I want to see Volkov versus Francis. Intriguing. Why do I want to... I don't know why you want to do that. Don't do it, please. Adesanya is cringe and takes things too seriously indeed. I just uploaded a short on YouTube called Joe Rogan when T-Wood defends the 3 belts. I know with the hashtag MMA Guru, look up hilarious. I know it's crazy. He said you are now in a conversation to be better than GSP and stuff like that. Don't spam it in my chat. I understand. Best nation of athletes. Your fat mums. Pimlet versus Ngannou. Moldova, actually. UFC athletes, at least. They have the highest UFC athlete per population. If Ortega wins, they'll book the Max fight instead. Yeah. Okay. No, they won't. Max versus Yair is already booked for November. Do you think Helwani to BT is good for UK MMA? Yeah, but it doesn't change that much. I ain't even seen Helwani on BT Sport yet. So we'll see if he actually does something. You know what I mean? I don't know if Helwani on his own has the same spice. I liked DC and Helwani. I liked that show, but that's gone now. Kind of sad. He made $200, but also does $250 worth of trans prostitutes, so he's still in the hole, pun intended. Of course. I'm in one right now. Guru, will ever see Carlos Ulberg again, or is he too embarrassed to show his face? NZ. We'll see him again. Jones is off roids now. Interesting. He interviewed McGregor, and it was a shit interview. Guru, why do you convert all your super chats into Reichmach? Honestly, I don't at all. UFC versus Taekwondo in the Olympics. UFC. MMA, please. Please say MMA and not UFC. Please. MMA. Luke Thomas puts me to sleep. True. I was thinking US -- Japan, etc. Okay. Your mum? I don't know. Best athletes. All-round athletes, you'd say US just because they have the infrastructure for it. But you're either looking at Eastern European countries or Western African countries as well. Do you even train UFC, bro? I do train UFC, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I train UFC all day, bro. I'm getting better at UFC. Is he cringe as fuck coming from a Kiwi? Nice. Taekwondo is exclusive for homosexuals. No, not exclusive. But majority 99%. You know what I mean? I was the 1%, of course. That dude called MMA UFC. That's crazy. Simple mistake, though. Come on. I love you, Guru, whatever you choose, but will you shave your beard if Colby pulls off a huge upset and KOing or submitting Usman at 268? No prayer vid, please, for obvious reasons. I'm making a prayer vid. No, I won't even make a prayer vid. I don't even really want Covington to win that badly, but it'd be cool. Do-do-do-do. What American sport would you be better at? Baseball or basketball? I used to be I'm wicked at baseball. I'd be wicked at baseball. I'd fucking hit home runs all day. I'm sick at it. I've got really good hand-eye coordination. I'd be sick at baseball. Is Colby a huge underdog on the odds? I believe so, yes. Colby winning would do nothing for the UFC, lol. Indeed. Is Colby a huge underdog on the odds? Yes, he is. Shut up, Zach Kemp. You can't donate enough. It's not worth it. MMA fighters should fight as often as those Muay Thai fighters who fight like every 2 weeks. Yeah, but at least like every 3 months, right? That's what I think all the time. These Muay Thai fighters, I watch them go fucking shin to shin every 2 weeks, and they just keep going in their careers. But they get to MMA, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, now I'm always injured. I wasn't when I was just drilling shins into things nonstop. My feet were never injured, no. But yeah, now I'm injured for this. Oh, thank you for the $20, JG. This is my last time, but thank you. I'm going now, but thank you for the $20, JG. Guru, what do you think about MMA being in the Olympics one day? I like that Khabib was an advocate for it, and I think if it was in the Olympics, MMA would grow a lot, and it can be more point-based like how Olympic boxing is. I think that would be amazing because it would create name-value fighters before they got to major promotions, which would lead to increased fighter pay, naturally and organically, rather than infiltrating another business and telling them what they can pay their fighters. That would be the organic way to increase fighter pay, would be to increase the amateur scene of the sport, Olympics included. Imagine if you could be a gold medalist in the MMA 2016 World Olympics at a certain weight class, and that could be your credentials coming into the UFC. That'd be great. Thank you for the $20, JG. I appreciate your $20, good sir. And again, thank you for the $20, Jacob Kelly. I'm going to come so hard. Thank you for the $20, Jacob Kelly, with no message at all. So I'm just going to go now. This is wonderful stuff. I'm not going to Twitch. Fuck off. Thank you for the $20, Jacob Kelly. And thank you for the $20, JG. And thank you for the $20, Carter Rivers. All at once. Thank you for the $20, Jacob Kelly. I appreciate you. I'm going to go. Thank you for the $1, Samir Huck, you pathetic little cuck. See, I'm joking. No, I'm sorry. But thank you for the $1, Samir Huck. Just trying to join in, is he? Fucking loser. What a pathetic cunt. Thank you for the $20, everyone else, though. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate Samir jumping in the mix. See you later, guys. Toodle pip. Thank you for tuning into the stream. It's nearly 4 a.m. and I'm going to go. I'll leave this stream up because of those donations. I'll leave this stream up. See you later, guys. I thought it was a pretty fun stream anyway, so it should be very fun. Goodbye, everyone. Toodle pip. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for all the donations you've sent me. It's very, very valuable to me. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Goodbye. I'll leave this up.